So we will move right along to our next keynote, which is Initiating and Sustaining Innovative IT Companies in Iran. I'd like to welcome Mr. Mahmoud Nazzari, founder and president of System Group Company, to the stage. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I mean, IT people are suffering from the IT. My Keynote version is not matching with our friends here, so it's upstairs, and the people are playing there for me. And I have to, through my body language, inform them to, change the page. Sorry for that if any, problem occurs there. Okay. Oh, yeah, thank you. Today, I wanted to share my experience, 27 years of experience with you, 27 years of experience of establishing an innovative and the pioneer software company in Iran. I haven't been in US, I haven't studied outside. I've been in Iran totally all my life. So, and then I suppose this example, story of System Group would help you to think it is possible that we establish a huge company in Iran, even though there is sanction, even though there are a lot of barriers. To be frank with you, I haven't been a good speaker, or lecturer in the outside Iran to speak in English, but I'm trying my best to come up with the ideas, and I hope I can express myself clearly and others can understand what I'm talking about. I will start with the days we decided to establish the company, and then I will compare it with where we're standing now. I'm quite sure that the entrepreneurs since early morning here, presented their story and that they describe everything. They are young, they are talented, they have studied outside Iran, and the story is completely different. Mine is completely different. We started when PCs was introduced to the market. I do remember IBM, put AT and XT, if the people, because of their age, they can remember. They started with AT88 and the 820, 88, I think, AT and XT, and then NCR, which I'm not sure if the company still exists, introduced DM5, Decision Mate 5. And then I'll go after, introducing the days, we started the days, where we're standing now, I will go to, okay, a company after 27 years of activity, would face with the question, okay, co-founders, the people who founded the company, where they are and what they are doing in the current, company, because the managers are all new generation managers, and we are aged guys. We don't know what to do. That's a question that I will open with you, and I hope that it helps. Too many bottles. And then I will present all the challenges we have been faced with and how we dealt with the challenges. It might be interesting to you. And lastly, I will finish my talk with a few suggestions to the conference today. Based on my experience, a brief talk would help, because afterward the people can raise questions, and the questions leads us to more lesson learned issues, and I'm sure that the questions would help us more than the talk that I'm going to deliver. So sorry. The days we started the company, our main goal was utilizing PCs for business software solutions for the market, for mid to large scale companies. And in those days, PCs were considered as a toy, not a computing device. So it was very difficult to think that PCs could be helpful. We had two barriers from two different angles. One was large corporations. They didn't believe to PCs. And the other one was mid-sized company. They used to work manually. They didn't believe in computer and software. Two big problems, two barriers to explore the business. But we were decisive that one day we can win, one day we can introduce ourselves. We started to promote PC, and we started to promote software systems. I wanted to show you the first logo we designed, logotype for the company, was a PC only. We wanted to show the people that PCs are very important, and they will play a huge role in your life. Of course, we changed our next generation of a logo, went to cooperation. I mean, a metaphor of link in a chain. And lastly, the latest logo stands for SG. I wanted to ask my friends not to push the button. I don't want to show the remaining slides now. When we started the company, we knew that it's a tough job to start a company in Iran in software, while the mainframe computer people, they didn't believe in us. And the market was not familiar with the PC and working with software systems. Our co-founders, I mean, two friends of mine and me, we didn't have enough money to invest and to start the company. It was very simple. If I tell you, it would be funny for you. Our initial capital was $50, 50 US dollars. Of course, converting with the current rate of, exchange, but again, you assume it's 50,000. Well, we didn't have enough money for even the initial capital. But now, last year, our shareholders enjoyed a $10 million dividend. And now we have the lion's share of the market in business software solutions in Iran. We are 1,100 X associates working together. And countrywide, we are providing service to all parts in Iran and provinces. Now I wanted to show you a trend of our growth. We exponentially had a huge growth, and all the people from Iran and all the people, thanks to Yahya and the others, Sharif students, management, faculties, all they know System Group, not because of a software company, because of a pioneer in entrepreneurial activities. I will show you the trend of our activities, which please, now push the button, please. This is our growth. And I will show you more. Would you please, one by one? I wanted only because of the customers we have is 20,000 customers, which is a huge customer base in Iran for software. And technology-wise, I wanted to show you we are not, backward, guys. You can see all the technologies that you are seeing here are the same that you are using here. Sometimes I think the people who haven't had any travel to Tehran, they think that, we are working with outdated technologies, but our people are very talented. Not the people who come here, but the people still are there are very talented guys. And they are familiar with all the technologies, very, up-to-date technologies. 10 minutes, thank you. And we have 3 group of products for 3 product lines for 3 type of customers, ERP and the mid-range products, and the last one, the first one is Karan Solutions, the next one is Dashed, which is for mid-sized market, and lastly, our point of sales for shops is Dashed. Would you please? We have our network, which consists of more than 50 companies. There are 50 companies working under System Group's hood. 2021 companies are satellite companies. Their location is different provinces of Iran. And we have sister companies, 6 sister companies. They are dealing with different line of products or different segment or sector of the market. And we have incubated a channel management of more than 20 companies. They are working with us in a group of people. I hope we finish these slides, then I will be more comfortable to talk and continue. And would you please, the last one? As you see that the majority of the people are located in Tehran because all the headquarters and all the companies, I mean, very active companies, they are in Tehran. And it's just our closing ceremonies that we have yearly. At the end of the year, we have a closing ceremony. We had 1,000 or so, more than 1,000 guys there in last Nowruz. Thank you. Now, I wanted to show you the challenges we have. If I show you nice part of the story, you will enjoy and see, okay, that's good, but we have been faced with many problems. I mean, number one is the ecosystem and the readiness of the business contextual for IT activity and the software development. We didn't have enough money to inject to the company. We don't have venture capitalists. As you know, rules and regulations are not supportive. Pattern recognition, pattern registration. We don't have, or at least I would say, we didn't have the research groups who study the market and provide us with information. We didn't have, the advanced competitors because they could teach us. We could learn. We could grab ideas from them. We didn't have this. And I would go to the immigration of talented, all of you, most of you. It's a brain drain. To be frank with you, it bothers a lot. It bothers us because when you are running a software company in Iran and you see your best of best are moving out, for instance, in this, on the audience, I have about 10 people left System Group and they are here. I'm very happy to see a group of Iranian talented, high educated, well educated, successful guys here, but at the same time I'm thinking, okay, the pros and cons. They left us and now they're here. And I would go to the sanction. I don't know how sanction is restricted about the old industries, but I would say in IT it's killing us because we cannot buy the software license officially. We cannot get the service. This is one point of, the first angle. The second angle is we cannot go beyond the borders. Even in the region, we cannot go and sell our products or cooperate with them. Even though, the flip side of the coin. Sanction was good for us for a short period of time when we needed enough opportunity to grow, because big boys, global players, if they were in our market, we couldn't, grow at all. But again, now, we would like to be connected. We are thinking now, we are limited. We cannot grow more than this. Then we need to be connected, but there is no opportunity for us. I'm here, thanks to my friends. I have met with a lot of friends. They are behaving with us very respectfully. They meet, but only greet. But we don't know when we can start the real transaction of not only business, but educational also we need. We do need to have this connectivity between ours and yours. The capital market. My friend, Dr. Qasemzadeh, elaborated on the their stock grows so and so. But yeah, that's one of the angles that we can see the market. But from a different angle, Iranian stock market, I mean Tehran's stock market, is a good market. But there is no connection between IT and the traditional capital and investment. Because the people are not familiar, because from a different angle, because IT is not so, profitable for them. Lack of injection of the money to this industry. Again, it's, a chain reaction. That doesn't allow it to grow fast. So again, we have the problem that the people are not interested to invest in IT market. How we could tackle the problems, how we dealt with the problems. We mainly focused on HR issues. We started to give or provide our people, as I mentioned, some of them are here, with stock option. Our rules and regulations didn't allow us, or at least didn't support us to do this. Even now, the rules and regulation doesn't support us to give, a bundle of stock option to our people, but we are doing that. And we started to educate our people. We established an educational institute to teach our people. And usually we have running classes for managerial, technical, organizational behaviors, whatever would be essential for us. All the time, we had a continual educational programs for our people. And as you can understand, after 27 years of successful, background of company, we all the time have invested in new managers, new generation of entrepreneurial activities. And now the CEO of the company is a guy 3 years older than my son, and he's running the company. Much better than me, much better than the previous manager who was one of the age guys like me. And the whole management team are young chaps. And what we are doing now, or what we are focusing on, is coaching them, only coaching them, and sitting in board, and then that's all. And they are running the company. And I wanted to go to the next slide, please. As I mentioned, our focus is a coach and coachee relationship between us and our new management team. And also, would you please help me here? If I were here, I would push the button much faster. Since morning, you talked to the people. The talks were about the young guys. They were good entrepreneurs, but sustainability is the problem for new innovative companies. They start with startup, and then after 27 years, activity, we should keep to be sustainable. And if we have invested in new management team to teach them to, put the opportunities for them to learn, that's because of the sustainability is there. And we are thinking about the new generation of next level managers in the company. I wanted to thank Bridge2014 for this opportunity, which made possible for me and for others to sit together and exchange their ideas. And I have 2 suggestions for the conference. Today, the conference is, this evening, will end up. But it was 2003, I was here for an award-winning Silicon Iran. It is more than 11 years ago that I've been here. Now I'm thinking about next 11 years or next 2 years, I'm not sure, but I hope this conference won't stop on the stage. You can form work groups, and we can work together and work on protocol settings if the sanction was lifted. Sometimes I think, all the people, they think, if the sanction was lifted, everything is okay. But it is not like that. We need to set up the protocols. We need to think together. We need to talk together. And then afterward, we can understand which barriers we have. So I would like to suggest the valuable efforts that they have done to arrange this conference, but they can continue. And I'm sure that we can be of any help. We are more than happy. And then we can exchange some people of us and send them here, and vice versa. You can send some of your guys to Tehran. And hopefully next Bridge 2015 or 16 would be run in Tehran. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that insight into your work with System Group. So we have time for about 1 or 2 questions. So why don't we take the top one here? How is the legal system in Iran for incorporating, for IP protections, and for getting contracts? Let's see, how can it be made better?
I'm not a legal person, then I would not answer. I mean, I'm not sure if I can answer the question, but I would say even if we have the lack of, a fully regulated rules and regulations for supporting these activities and incorporations, but there are the opportunity to start, and I'm quite sure that gradually we can see an atmosphere of accepting new ideas of cooperation. If anybody in the US had many worries to understand, is it legitimate to work with Iran or not? It's because of sanction. But in Iran, if you can work from your point of view, the people are ready. And I'm not sure if the regulation is certainly supporting, but is not against of any incorporation, as far as I understood.
Got it. Thank you for that. And then we'll do one more question. Is Iran's information system, sorry, the lights are in our eyes here. If you can see this question, is Iran's information infrastructure strong enough to, let's see everyone, let's help. Well, can it comply with international law? Or larger technology players, can it compete on the international scale, I think is the question.
I would say whatever I saw in Iran and whatever I saw here from the Iranian who have been here only for a couple of years, not a long time, the Iranian talents, like, I don't think that there is a difference between Indian, Iranians, Chinese, and the others, but I think whatever is untapped is Iranians' talents, because you can see easily access to the people from Southern America or somewhere else you go. You easily understand how skilled they are or which skills they have. But in Iran, unfortunately, the problem is it is fully covered and people don't get this, sense and how talented they are. And I'm quite sure, my people at System Group is one of the samples we have. And I have met with a lot of groups, very talented guy, updated guy, self-motivated guy, and I think the world can count on the Iranian people, Iranian talented guys.
Join me in thanking Mahmoud for his time. Thank you. We're now going to watch another short video that's giving an insight into Iran's startups. So join me in watching this video, and we'll then move on to our panel. Wow. From Babolsar to Ahvaz, Mashhad, Tehran to Tabriz. It looks like they're doing some amazing work with Startups Iran.